I'm good.
I think we're full.
We're good?
Yep.
So, thank you for coming. Just to let everybody know that we responded to a call for service in the early morning hours today. It was actually approximately 20 to 4, and officers arrived a few minutes later. The initial call being from a caller reporting that there had been a disturbance inside a residence in Peterose West End, residence on Haggis in the area of Alum Drive. Officers attended and while en route received a second call from an involved party witness who had indicated that there had been a stabbing. When officers did attend the residence, they confirmed one male deceased. It was initially reported that it was a 67-year-old man. It's correction to that. There was a 50-year-old male by the name of Andrew Chan that was found murdered in his home, and a female victim who will not be identified at this time, who received some injuries that required her transportation to hospital. She was airlifted to Toronto. Her status has now been upgraded from life-threatening to critical. There is an accused person currently in custody, a 19-year-old by the name of Thomas Chan, who is the son of the victim. He has been appeared before our weekend and statutory holiday court this morning and has been remanded into custody until Monday, January 4th. The matter is still in the early stages of investigation. The scene needs to be processed, investigation needs to be held. So information at this point will be limited, but pending any questions, I'm happy to answer them if I can.
You said it happened inside the residence?
That's right.
At the start? Is this strictly look like a family matter?
Yeah, there's no danger to the public.
Anybody?
There hadn't, up until this point, there hadn't been a homicide in Peter Road this year, 2015, I don't believe. I don't think so.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Correct.
So sorry, just again, can you confirm this is like a dispute among family members?
Yes, the accused is the son of the deceased.
Okay.
Yes.
Just I guess a general comment, just the time of the year and just, horrible any time of the year, but obviously different, a lot of, I don't know, circumstances go along at the holiday season.
As everybody knows, it is a bad time of year for people. The exact cause for this, I can't say that any of that's connected. It's hard to say at this time as far as motive or what actually is behind.
Is there a reasoning behind not releasing, you've released the victim's name and the son's name, is there a reason for not releasing the other person, the female's name?
The victim only, because we generally don't in cases like this. The decision was made to release the deceased name once notice had been made to the family. So, and standard practice to, once the information has been laid, to notify the media about or public about the accused's identity.
I'm sure there are only so many ways to spell it, but Chan, C-H-A-N.
That's right.
Can you speak to the amount of just who's involved at this point, or number of officers? Any idea, just to, what kind of resources are allocated to this at this point?
Well, situation like this, it's a full major case management team that comes out with a major case manager, primary and secondary investigators, a media coordinator, a file coordinator, forensics, as well as most importantly the frontline responders that attended during the initial response. I couldn't speak to actual numbers of officers, but
The scene cordon off extends across the street to the sidewalk on the far side, and there's some broken glass in the street. Can you speak to that?
can't exactly, I know, standard practice is to make your scene as big as possible, 'cause you can always go smaller down the road, so I can't actually speak to exactly what was cordoned off and why, other than to say that we go big.
Are you able to speak to the weapon that was used? I guess it was a knife. Was it like a kitchen knife or a?
That I don't know as well. I guess the wounds were stab wounds,
And how many wounds?
that I can't speak to either.
You mentioned, and it's just a detail that you normally wouldn't get from you guys, just, you had mentioned that there was a 911 call and then another 911 call. What's the importance of releasing that there was
Just that
911 calls?
the only purpose of that was, that we were initially responding to a disturbance, but obviously as we were arriving on scene, more information to speak to the seriousness of the incident.
Was it the same 911 caller or was it different?
Two callers.
And in a short period of time, then I guess, I would
Yes.
imagine, how short period
Within
of time?
minutes. Our first contact was, I wanna say 3:37 AM, and our officers arrived at 3:44.
So during that time, it obviously had escalated quickly.
That's right.
Everybody good?
Do you just spell your name?
I'm Staff Sergeant Neil Collins, Neil, Neil, Collins, Collins.
Perfect.
Banner, you good over there?
How
Yeah.
long do you expect to be at the scene?
That's, yeah.
Just to clarify,
Maybe
sorry,
sometime.
you talk about the two calls and it became clear that it's more than the increased seriousness. What made it apparent that there was an increased seriousness to this call?
But initially, we were just being contacted that there was a disturbance
Okay.
occurred, and then we were actually contacted that there was a stabbing.
Okay. So it was information provided to